Today is 15th of June 2020 and I am taking class 6 English 2. So we were doing adjectives, right? What are adjectives? They are words, right, that describes the noun, okay? That means the quality, size or color, these things, right? When they describe the noun, they are called what? Adjectives. Alright, for example, tall boy, right? The noun boy, how is he? He is tall. So the word tall meaning that is an adjective. Then lovely flower. How is the flower? It is lovely. So the word lovely, that is also an adjective, right? After that, we have found that there are different kind of adjectives, right? So we have learned 3 types so far and the rest we'll discuss today. The first adjective that we have learned is adjectives of quality, right? Adjective. First one was quality, right? So quality is what? Means how is the noun. Okay, the quality of the noun, that is called adjectives of quality. For example, right, adjectives of quality, like how is the specific, how is the color of the noun, how is the size, how is the shape, how is the age, it is called what? Quality, right? So these words that describes the noun in a specific way, right, that describes the qualities, they are called adjectives of quality, right? Then we have learned adjective of quantity. So adjective of quantity meaning amount, right? When we learn the amount of the noun, how much, right? So the word how that describes how much of the noun, it is called adjective of quantity, right? So quantity, they are always what? Uncountable, meaning we cannot count, right? For example, much rainfall, right? When we say much rainfall, we know it's a lot, but we can't count how much, right? The word much we cannot count. Or when we say any idea, right? The word any we cannot count. If I say I have one idea, then we can count that it's one idea, right? But when we say any idea, we cannot count the any, but we know that there are idea, okay? Then when we say enough food, right? So how much food? We have enough food, right? But the word enough does not say, right? We cannot count it, okay? In numbers like 1, 2, like that, right? But we know that it is enough, right? So words like that, enough, much, these are called quantity and they cannot be counted. Then we learned adjective of number. This also implies, right, the amount, okay, amount of the noun, but it implies how many, okay? If the word many is there, that means what? It is countable. Number we can count, right, but quantity we cannot count, right? For number we can say 2 bottles of milk, right? Fourth, number fourth, when we say fourth, that is also counting, right? Several, right? These things we can count, they are countable, so they are number adjective. All right, now today we will start with demonstrative. Demonstrative meaning showing, to demonstrate, okay? So the adjective that demonstrates the noun, it is called demonstrative adjective, right? They do what? They point out, okay? They identify, right? For example, this is a board. When we say this board, we are specifically showing this board, right? So the word this, it's showing this one, not there or anywhere else, right? There are many boards in the world, but we are showing only this one, specifically this board. So this is what? This is demonstrative adjective. It shows the noun specifically, okay? It shows the noun specifically or identify specifically this kind of noun, right? So this is called demonstrative adjective. For example, these words like these, this, that, okay, such, they imply demonstrative noun. Suppose these houses, this chalk, that book, such clothes, right? So when these words are there, so they are known as a demonstrative adjectives. All right. Other than demonstrative adjectives, we have possessive adjectives, right? Adjective that shows, right, that it is who possesses, right? Someone's possession. So possessive, we know, possession. So the adjective word that tells who owns the noun, it is called possessive adjective, right? For example, my project. Project is noun, right? When we add the word mine, right? That means showing that it belongs to me, my possession, right? So the word my, it is what? Possessive noun. Suppose then his house, right? So the house is the noun. This house belongs to whom? His, right? Meaning it belongs to him. So the word his, it implies possessive, alright? So word that implies whom the noun belongs to, okay? Whose noun is it? That kind of words are known as possessive adjectives, alright? Then we have interrogative adjectives, okay? Interrogative meaning questioning. So interrogative adjectives are what? WH words, right? What, which, and that always ask questions, right? These words that always ask questions, they are called interrogative adjective, right? And they are used where? They are used before the noun, okay? But if the noun is not after these words, then it will not be a what? Interrogative adjective. For example, whose house? So here, this is a WH word, questioning word, right? All the WH words are questioning words like what, which, where, who, right? They always used to ask question. So right after this word, if there is a noun, then this will be what? Interrogative adjective. But if the noun is not directly after this, then it will not be interrogative adjective, okay? So whose house is this, right? So we are talking about this noun. Okay, so this is called interrogative adjective. They are all questions, okay? For then, which country are you traveling to? Okay, what number did you dial? So here number, country, they are what? They are noun. Okay, just before the noun, if we have these words, WH words that ask questions, they are called interrogative adjectives. Okay, interrogative meaning questioning, alright? After this, we have distributive adjectives, okay? So distributive adjectives are what? They refers to each person, place, thing, okay, in a group separately. It comes before singular noun, right? So distributive means what? Distributive means distribution. Distribution means dividing, right? So they do what? They refers to each person one by one in a group, right? This is the group and these are the people in this group. So distributive, they will refer to each one of them one by one. Okay, not the group but one by one. Okay, and they are always before singular noun, not plural noun, singular noun. For example, each child, right? So child is singular noun, right? Plural of child will be children, right? So before child, the words like each. When we say each, that means what? One by one. Okay, when we say each, we don't mean more than one, right? We don't mean everyone. We mean one by one in a group. Like each student in the class, right? There are many students in the class. Then when we say each, meaning we are counting everyone one by one, right? We are not counting together. Okay, so this is called what? Distributive adjectives. Or neither gate. Neither means there should be two, neither, not this one or not that one. We are counting everyone. Okay, we are not counting in a group, but we are counting in the group the people one by one. Okay, so this is called distributive adjectives, right? Just to understand, say this is a group of chalk, right? Group of chalk. Instead of counting one, we can say that this group of chalk, we can say everyone, Okay, everyone in this group will write in the board, right? But instead of saying everyone, we can, what to do, we can point out one by one, right? Each, when we say each, that will be one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So each chalk will write in the board, right? That mentions everyone specifically, right? When we say everyone, we say it together in a group. But in a group, when we name everyone one by one, this one, this one, this one, this one, right? Like this. So this is called what? Demonstrative adjective, right? So, and they always do what? Sit before singular noun. Okay, not plural but singular. All right. So these are the different parts of adjectives. You all read once more from the book, and in the next class we'll start with our exercise. All right. Thank you.